Today on Turneround's Theory.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything.
Why men don't approach women anymore.
Plus, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought to start off for the new week. So stay tuned for the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory coming up next right here on YouTube. Men are no longer wanting to approach women, and women are starting to panic. If you'll stick around for the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory, which is coming up next on my official YouTube channel in just a minute, we're going to watch another YouTube video, this time from a YouTuber by the name of Remy Renee, as she breaks down why men stop approaching women, and women are starting to panic. Plus, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought like I always do. It's Monday, September the 22nd, 2025, and once again, fellas, as I often tell you all, that y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Another edition of Turnaround's Theory starts right now. Roll that intro, and let's jump right into it. I've been a musician for more than 44 years. I've been a video editor almost 20 years. But I'm also into content creating, and I love giving theoretical thoughts on just about anything in general. I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, and this is Turnaround's Theory. What is up, everybody? Once again, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, aka your theoretical maestro. And I want to welcome you to another edition of Turnaround's Theory for Monday, September the 22nd, 2025, right here on my official YouTube channel. As you should know by now, Turnaround's Theory is now coming to you each and every single Monday and Friday over the exciting digital airwaves of YouTube for season number 6. And once again, Turnaround's Theory continues to become the actual platform of where I normally give the fellows just like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. I always wonder why I say that intro, but it does have a nice ring to it, so don't ask again. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning in to watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory here on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. As a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all once again to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be in the loop every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please make sure that you follow me on all social media platforms. There will be a link provided in the description box below. If you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, which ought to be a great help, and there's also going to be a link provided in the description box below as well. As a reminder, I'm almost getting closer to reaching 3,000 subscribers onto my official YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my official YouTube channel as of yet, it is not too late. Please help me get to the road to 3,000 subscribers before the year 2025 is out, because your sub is greatly appreciated and it costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag #TeamTurnaround that you will see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets me know indefinitely that not only you're watching the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my platform with regard to the content that I post up, and I might just send you a shout out right back. Now, I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this particular matter. And with that being said, let's jump on over into another edition of Turnaround's Theory.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything.
Why men don't approach women anymore.
Men aren't single today because they can't get women. Let's kill that noise right now. Men are single because they finally realized one thing: peace is priceless.
That's a W.
Women scared them all away.
Today's dating is hell. You give a guy your number, and all of a sudden, you don't hear from them until like 3 to 4 days later.
All I see on social media is men being canceled and scrutinized just for being men.
Oh, hell no!
We have literally embarrassed, belittled, and threatened men just for trying to approach us women.
Huh?
I understand there are some horror stories out there, but women can be just as guilty.
Emotional damage.
Now, imagine this. You've worked hard for your stability. You've got your own place, your car, your money right, your hobby, your gym time, your freedom. Why would you risk all of that just to invite stress, drama, and disrespect? And listen, there's one truth to this video that flips the whole modern relationship model upside down. When you hear it, you'll understand why so many men are saying, never again.
Are you sure about that?
But let's start with the first and most painful wake-up call. Reason number 1, divorce destroys a man's life. Divorce doesn't just end a relationship, it ends a man's life as he knows it. Picture this. One day he's grilling in the backyard of the home he spent 20 years paying off. Kids laughing, wife smiling, retirement plan in motion. The next day, he's in a 1-bedroom apartment staring at pictures of his kids taped to the wall. And in that courtroom, it doesn't matter how loyal he was. It doesn't matter how much he sacrificed. The system doesn't care. The house? Gone. Half his retirement? Gone. Daily time with his kids? Reduced to whatever the paperwork says. And the cruelest part? He still has to pay alimony and child support, sometimes for decades, to the very person who left. That's not just heartbreak. That's devastation. And men are asking themselves, why would I want to walk into a system like this that rewards rebellion and punish loyalty?
I have noticed that guys don't want to chase no girl at all anymore.
Now, ladies, this isn't about men being bitter. This is about men being wise. Once a man sees how the game is played, he's not going to rush to sit at the table again. And keep this in your mind, because when we get to reason 11, I'll show you how the pain of divorce turns into wisdom that protects men from ever walking blind into it again. Reason number 2, no more wives, just performers. This one is going to sting, but it's the reality men are facing. Men don't see wives anymore. They see women performing the role of a wife until commitment.
What?
Then switching up once they feel secure. Dating phase? She cooks, she laughs at your jokes, she's sweet, she's supportive, feminine. Commitment phase? The meals stop.
I'm in my hoe phase right now.
The tone changes. The cooperation fades. And she becomes his rival instead of his partner.
Me, along with all of my friends, are all single. We have so many hobbies. We go to run clubs, the gym, social events. Like, we're out there. We're working. Where are the good men at? Where are y'all finding them?
Older men are calling it out for what it is, an act. And they're saying, I don't need an actress. I need a builder. Because let's be honest, fellas, a real wife adds value. She multiplies what you bring to the table. She helps turn a house into a home, your money into wealth, and your vision into legacy. But what do too many men see today? Women who want the benefit of a husband without the responsibility of being a wife.
That's a W.
Women who want luxury but won't bring loyalty. Women who expect you to step in as an ATM, stepdad, and a therapist. All while they bring nothing but attitude.
If it isn't little miss attitude.
Now ask yourself, does a man in his 40s who finally built structure in his life want to babysit dysfunction? Absolutely not. He's not dodging love. He's dodging destruction. And this flows directly into reason number 4, where we're exposed the biggest trick men are waking up to in dating, the bait and switch. Reason number 3, peace over problem. Let me make this as clear as possible. For men, peace is more valuable than presence. A man's home is supposed to be his castle.
Shut up, fool!
The one place he can put down his armor, kick off his shoes, and finally relax. But what happens when he brings the wrong woman into that home? It stops being a castle and it starts feeling like a battlefield.
That's what I'm talking about!
Suddenly, every decision becomes an argument. Every day feels like walking on eggshells. His energy is drained. His spirit is heavy. And the very place that should recharge him now suffocates him. Peace isn't silence. It's oxygen. And men have learned what happens when that oxygen gets cut off. So they ask themselves, why trade freedom for fighting?
What you talking about?
Why swap quiet for chaos? Why invite a storm into a house that was calm before she arrived? Here's the truth women don't like to hear. Men aren't avoiding relationships because they're scared of love. They're avoiding them because they've learned that peace is priceless. And speaking of peace, wait until we hit number 4. That's when we'll talk about how men's value has caught up with their age and why they are no longer desperate. They're discerning. Reason number 4, the bait and switch is real. Here's one of the most painful truths that men have had to face. Too many relationships today feel like a setup. At first, she's everything he dreamed of. She's cooking, laughing at his jokes, being supportive, and even acting feminine and cooperative. She shows him her best self. But the moment that ring goes on, something shifts.
I'm never going to be submissive to a man.
The cooking stops. The laughter fades. The sweetheart version disappears. And now he's living with her opposite. This is what men call the bait and switch. During dating, it's a performance. After commitment, it's a reveal. You've seen it. Your buddy was smiling ear to ear during engagement, right? Fast forward 2 years. He looks like a ghost of himself.
Well, I'm out, man.
Older men especially are spotting it earlier. They've been burned before, so now they test before they invest. They pay attention to whether her actions match her words consistently, not just in a honeymoon phase. Reason number 5, masculinity is treated like a threat.
Huh?
Let's address the cultural shift. We live in a society that causes the very trait that men are designed with. Leadership, strength, discipline, toxic. Think about that contradiction. Men are told, be a leader, protect your family, provide stability. But the second that they actually step up, they hear, you're controlling, you're outdated, you're oppressive.
Girl, bye.
The same trait that built nations are now shamed. And men are asking, why step into a system that punishes me for doing the very thing I was created to do? Older men feel this deeply. They grew up in a world where masculinity meant responsibility. Now, those same traits are demonized.
This generation of females is cooked.
Instead of fighting to prove their worth to a culture that resents them, they're saying, forget it. I'll keep my peace instead. And this connects directly to reason number 10, where we'll talk about why men now hold high standards, or none at all. Reason number 6, women compete more than they cooperate. Too many relationships today feel less like partnership and more like rivalries. A healthy marriage should be about teamwork, but too often, men find themselves with women who compete instead of cooperating. Instead of supporting, she challenges. Instead of aligning, she resists. Instead of building, she battles. And men have realized something. 2 leaders going in opposite directions does not build a home. They split it apart. Older men especially don't have patience for this anymore. They've spent years in competitive workplaces, fighting bosses, clients, and deadlines. The last thing they want to do is to come home and fight their partners too, which leads us perfectly to reason number 7, the one that blows the whole marriage model wide open. Reason number 7, the feminized marriage model failed. For decades, men were fed a simple formula. Happy wife, happy life. Sounds harmless, right? But what did it really create? A miserable husband, a maxed out credit card, and zero intimacy. Men thought that by catering to every demand, avoiding every argument, and making her happiness the center of the home, marriage would thrive. But instead of appreciation, they got entitlement. Instead of partnership, they got dictatorship. Men woke up and realized this wasn't love. It was servitude. A relationship where only one person needs matter isn't marriage. It's slavery in disguise. So now, men are rejecting the entire formula. They're done sacrificing their joy just to keep the peace. They'd rather stay single than live in a system that drains them and rewards rebellion.
The problem is that women have become so cold and out of touch with our feminine energy that men are literally horrified of being that guy or getting canceled and trashed on. Most of them have just completely backed off because we women have been screaming at them not to come talk to us. We have to take accountability for our action and behavior as women and stop making men look like monsters and start embodying our feminine energy to be more warm and inviting for the right man to swoop you off your feet.
Reason number 10 will show you why men are drawing harder lines than ever with their standards. Reason number 8, men's value finally caught up with their age. This is a major shift, and men are starting to see it clearly. For women, their peak attention usually comes in their 20s. For men, their peak value comes in later, often in their 40s. Why? Because that's when he's built his money, his career, his discipline, and his confidence. In his 20s, he might have been invisible, broke, inexperienced, and still figuring himself out. But now in his 40s, that same man walks into a room and people notice. He carries presence. He has resources. He has wisdom. He has stability. And older men are realizing they're no longer the ones chasing validation. They are the validation. So, why would a man who finally has leverage throw it away on someone who brings drama instead of peace? He won't. He'll stay single until he finds someone worthy of what he's built. And this flows straight into number 9, because now that men understand their value, they're not looking for pretty faces anymore. They're looking for purpose. Reason number 9, purpose over pretty problems. Men today aren't impressed by looks alone. They've seen enough Instagram filters, makeup tricks, and surface level attraction. What they're looking for is deeper. They want alignment, a woman who builds legacy, not just selfies. A woman who multiplies his vision, not drains it. A woman who understands partnership, not competition. Because here's the truth, beauty fades, but purpose lasts. A beautiful woman with no character or cooperation is just chaos wrapped in makeup. So, men are saying no to pretty problems. They're not chasing women who look good for the gram. They want women who help them build something that lasts. And this perfectly sets up for reason number 10, where we'll expose why modern dating itself feels like spiritual poison. Reason number 10, the dating pool is spiritual poison. The dating pool today isn't just shallow, it's toxic. Swipe left, swipe right, filters instead of faces, hookups instead of commitment, attention seeking instead of loyalty. It's like swimming in a pool that looks refreshing on the surface, but underneath it's full of chlorine, oil, and broken glass. It's not water. It's poison. And older men are saying, I'm not diving in. They'd rather protect their spirit, their wallet, and their peace than drown in chaos disguised as romance. And that brings us to reason number 11, which flips the script because this one isn't about women at all. It's about the men themselves. Reason number 11, fear of emotional vulnerability. Not every man stays single because of women. Some stay single because of the scars that they carry. A lot of men have been betrayed, cheated on, lied to, or left out after giving their all. And what happens after enough heartbreak? The walls go up. He tells himself, I'll never open up again. But here's the question. What's scarier? A woman leaving you or you never letting anyone close to you ever again? Because closing your heart doesn't protect you. It just keeps you cold. You don't escape betrayal by shutting down. You escape by healing, by becoming discerning, by choosing better. And this loops us back to the bigger truth. Men aren't single because they can't get women. They're single because they're finally choosing wisdom, discernment, and peace over chaos, dysfunction, and fear. Men today are realizing that being single isn't a curse. It's protection. They're not running from women. They're running from chaos. They're not avoiding love. They're avoiding destruction. But here's the key, fellas. The goal isn't to stay single forever. The goal is to stay single until you find peace, cooperation, and alignment. because your legacy is too valuable to waste on dysfunction. So, don't settle. Don't compromise. Don't let loneliness push you into chaos. Protect your peace until you find a partner who multiplies it. And ladies, if you're watching this and wondering why men don't choose you, it might be because you've been competing instead of cooperating, performing instead of building, bringing drama instead of peace, taking instead of giving. The truth is simple. Men are staying single not because they're weak, but because they're wise. A man doesn't need a woman to build a legacy. He needs peace, vision, and discipline. History is full of men who left legacies without wives or children. A woman can multiply a man's legacy, but the wrong one can erase it overnight. That's why men choose carefully or choose to stay alone. But here's the tension. Walking away protects men's peace. Sure. Yet, intimacy is still a human need. So, what's the solution? Are men supposed to go without or redefine what intimacy looks like?
We'll be right back with the conclusion of Turnaround's theory with Turnaround's theoretical thought.
Modern women are cooked. Like, we are literally at the point in our world where we are praising the fact that women are not having babies. Women are not having families. And we're pretty much living our life exactly like the men that we claim to hate. It's like the more I read, the more I see online, the more I realize that a lot of women lack this gift that they claim that they have. And this gift is called discernment, which is good judgment. None whatsoever. I mean, completely out of the fucking window. We are now at the point in our life, ladies, where being a woman is no longer cool. According to modern feminism, being and living like a man is better than being a woman. I mean, being a woman is so lame. We're going to completely abandon the only gift that only we have, which is birth. We're going to completely abandon it. We're going to praise baby deletions and brag on our whoredom. Because guess what? We're not going to stop fucking. No. We're not going to stop fucking because we have to continue to have something to complain about. So we're going to continue to fuck ain't shit men, delete babies, get degrees that ain't worth the fuck, be in debt. I mean, hey, it's fun. Modern women are working overtime to be like men that they're even doing that wrong. Men can no longer control our bodies. Now I have control over my body, so I'm going to show it to men online for free. But that's not true. There's plenty of women with OFs. There's plenty of women making money showing their body to men. So let me ask you a question. When the men stop purchasing it, then what? Women for damn sure ain't gonna buy it. That's not our market. That's not our lane. I mean, we're not the number one buyers of porn. We're definitely not the number one buyers of 304s. So what the hell will happen when men just completely abandon the lifestyle, even though we know it's not gonna happen?
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is most definitely my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for the latest edition of Turnaround's theoretical thought with yours truly, because in just a minute, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought, this time coming from the YouTuber by the name of Remy Renee, with regard to these men are no longer wanting to approach these women, and these women are panicking. Here is your theoretical thought for today. I've said it once before, and I will say it again on this platform. We've done all of what we could to try to shoot our shot towards the women that we love to be interested in. We tried to make a right approach. We tried to show them love the way that they would like to be treated. And we've done everything we could. We work, we try to protect and provide as men. But for some strange reason, it's never enough for women. These women will get on social media and clown the hell around and start talking about certain things that don't even concern men too much. But nowadays, it just goes to show that these women love to tell on themselves every single time they contradict themselves. They love doing it, and they have a hell of a field day doing it because they just want all of the likes and the views that be on every social media platform that they're on. It's just that simple. And I'll say it one more time. This generation of modern women, or these Gen Z women, they are absolutely cooked. That's your theoretical thought for today. And this will also conclude another edition of Turnaround's Theory for Monday to start off a brand new week. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for tuning in to watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory right here on my official YouTube channel. This platform is actually designed to empower men to make better choices and life-changing decisions when it comes to the dating world. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I must reiterate to you all one more time to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be in the loop every single time I post up and upload more additional content onto the channel. For Turnaround's Theory, I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, aka the Theoretical Maestro. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you right back there again this Friday for another edition of Turnaround's Theory. And until then, Team Turnaround out.